Meow. 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 Oh, it looks like we are live. Hello, everybody. What's going on? It's the King of Anime podcast. We are back, and we are ready to talk about, I guess, the final episode of Winter 2021. That should be a lot of fun. But if you don't know already, this is the podcast in which we select a bunch of shows at the beginning of the season. Throughout the whole series or the whole season or whatever, we kill and pass it. For something to pass, takes 2 or more passes. And for something to get killed, takes 2 or more kills. We play around with it. It's a fun show. Anyways, co-hosts, introduce yourself.
It is me, everything animated. I'm happy to be here as always.
Sasuke the Savage, second shot, up in the air, and about to get drunk.
Okay.
All right. And yes, QRW6, I am free. High five.
Oh, free as in that. I was like, is he talking about like Aaron free or
free as in I'm gonna go swimming?
Have never watched that anime.
It's pretty good.
It's actually not bad.
Yeah. I really enjoy Free. I did a video on it a couple years ago. Really enjoyed it. Never went back to it. Didn't feel I should. But I watched like 2 seasons in the movie for it, which I think is more than enough.
They made a movie?
They did.
I never
movie's
saw
really
the
good.
movie.
Yeah. It's a
Okay,
Kyoani
free
movie.
podcast coming up.
Oh Lord. Yeah, you can find those videos on my channel. But anyways, God. What I guess we should talk about that TPN ending just to start out the episode. EA, you haven't seen the episode, correct?
Nope, and I probably never will.
Yeah, so if you're unfamiliar...
But I already know what happened. I already knew what happened, so it's fine.
Yeah. If you're unfamiliar with TPN or what's been going down, essentially, The Promised Neverland got a season 2. It's a really big anime, and they strayed from their source in like episode 4, I believe. And since then, it got worse and worse. And in the final episode, the ending of the series was a series of still screenshots.
Beautiful.
Well, I had to probe you on a couple of things. Do you understand what happened at the end since you're an anime only person?
No freaking
I do.
clue.
Because, like, okay, so yeah, it's a big issue with that. I've been very vocal about The Promised Neverland ever since episode 5 because it was just such a spit in the face for them to follow the direction of the manga but leave things out. In my opinion, that's worse than them just I would have preferred them going their own direction and then we don't know what's going to happen at all, and then at that point, you guys can do something creative. But The Promised Neverland just went straight and said fuck everything else in between. And it just jumped the gap between all of the material that made The Promised Neverland good. Granted, I do think The Promised Neverland, its final arcs was not good. I did not like it. But I mean, like, you could have at least gave us the stuff we did like, but they didn't do that. The ending was trash, but the manga ending was kind of trash as well. But again, like the whole slideshow montage thing, like where you're seeing like the dragon and all of that, like anime only people don't know what's going on with that. they don't know.
I no idea. I was like, what the fuck? Why is Emma walking on water? What the shit is going on? Why is this a fucking slideshow?
Listen, was I the person who chose The Promised Neverland?
Yes. You locked it in.
I'm sorry then. I'm sorry, EA. I'm sorry, SeaTactics. I didn't know things. I didn't know it would get to this point.
It's okay. The first season was so good. Who knew it would have turned into Go Tokyo Ghoul?
Listen, I made a tweet. I said it in a couple podcasts already. I'll say it in this one too, in case people didn't see it or whatever. But I propose that we replace Tsukihime and the Tsukihime anime doesn't exist meme with TPN. So that now it's TPN anime doesn't exist. And we can just pretend like it never happened and we can just wish for it and it'll never happen. It'll be our little secret. It'll be great. Nobody will ever feel pain again, right? I propose that. And I think that could work out really well for all parties involved and it will solve a lot of issues. It's just ignoring the gigantic elephant in the room that is the anime. It's fine. It's fine. We can do it. Totally fine.
QRW6 said TPN only had 2 top villains, and one of them was not an anime. They had 2 top 5 characters, 2 of which were in an anime. And it's just, oh my goodness. I told you guys. You guys know how much I love Isabella, how much I talked about her before.
She's a dork.
Oh, yes.
I hate Isabella in the anime.
No, what I was trying to say was, you guys know my love for Isabella, and the person that they did not have in this anime that should have been if they follow everything was not here. I love that person more than Isabella. That just puts in the context like how great he is, or at the very least, how much I like him.
I'm surprised that you actually binged those 5-6 episodes of the series in one day. I was like, why are you doing this?
I felt an obligation to see TPN through. I wanted to sync with the ship because it's something that this surprisingly this has happened twice to where I kind of semi dropped the series and then went back into it and finished it. I did it with the manga because I got to a certain point where I wasn't excited to read The Promised Neverland, so I promised somebody if a certain thing happened in the manga, I would pick it up. That certain thing did happen, and I started reading it. With the anime, I just felt like I already watched 5 episodes. I know it's going to be a train wreck. With that in mind, with me changing my expectations and tempering, what I think I'm going to get from it, it was easy because I was laughing at a lot of times. I was just like, this is comedy. The Normans, they killed. Look at how they massacred my boy. They killed Norman's character.
Dude, Norman
Look at how
showing
they
up.
massacred my boy.
Dude, it's Sasuke. You got it, dude. You're not even lying. Norman just shows up in episode 5 and he's just like, hey guys, and all the characters, Emma cries, whatever, but Ray's just wallpaper in the background. Ray is ruined. That's another one. He's literally just a background character. And it's just man. Why are we doing this? And the funniest thing is they're doing a dub for season 2, and I propose they just don't do it. Just save money. Just don't do it.
Or, yeah, either don't do it or just go to Ghost Stories route and just make it a comedy.
Oh,
please.
yes. Dude, that would be great. Because think, who the hell is going to watch a TPN Season 2 dub? Who?
Some unfortunate soul that is not in the anime community, and they have I can imagine you being so detached from the community, and you're just thinking, oh, see, I'm waiting for the dub, because it's a lot of people who don't watch subbed,
right?
So they're probably just they're not avid anime fans. They're I'm just waiting for season 2 of The Promised Neverland to get dubbed, and then they get it. And then it's just everybody, all the manga readers, all the avid anime fans are just you poor soul.
If they need somebody to lend a voice, I could totally do it. I'm a voice actor myself.
They got a great cast for the dub too. Isabella's voice, Emma's voice, Ray's voice. Great dub, great casting. And they got to dub that. God.
Oof.
God. TPN Season 2 is the most soul-sucking experience. It's one of the top 3 worst endings, in my opinion. Has there ever been a show that's ended on a slideshow? Has there?
It might be, but I can't think of anything.
People,
For sure.
people are like, "Oh, you're just saying that because it's recent." No. My reasoning for TPN season 2 having one of the worst endings is grounded, pretty grounded, because I don't think there's ever been an anime that has ended in a slideshow that hasn't pulled it off. Like the only one that comes to mind is Evangelion, and that's like super artistic and has a lot of artistic merit to it. TPN's ending is just like, just edit, just get the last 30 chapters or whatever into it. Who cares? Get it out.
Yep.
It's crazy. I don't think that
an absolute travesty.
Absolutely. EA, you dodged a bullet.
Yeah, it sounds like it. I was literally trying, like, after we killed it, I kind of like gave up all hope. But then I said, you know what? I'm gonna try to watch it again after after 5 episodes. They needed a recap fucking episode. I decided to skip that one and try for episode 6, and I was bored to death. I'm like,
yeah,
I'm so disinterested.
Such a boring
I just
anime.
couldn't. I couldn't do it. I couldn't. Like, there's something about season 1 that kept you engaged. The tension and just the cat and mouse game was so great. No, not in this season.
Just think about this. We spent season 1 escaping the farm. It took 12 episodes to do that.
Yeah.
We finished everything after that in 11 episodes. How was that? We had more of a challenge escaping a farm than beating almost an entire race of demons, and then this other Peter guy has humans. And how did that all get resolved in 11 episodes?
Well, you see what happened was
why the hell did they have like Vincent, Barbara? Like, what was the point of those characters? By the end, I was like, what? Why even have them? Why even have Sonju? Just have Mujika. Like, Sonju didn't do shit.
They did nothing with these characters because they have more of a role. I don't think you guys are going to like love them if you end up reading a manga, but they have way more of a role than what they did here. I mean, like, you could have literally replaced all those guys you said, Barbara, Vincent, with other characters, and we would have never noticed.
Dude, my favorite character in TPN season 2, and this is not a joke, is Demon Emma.
I wish I knew who Demon Emma was.
It's an anime original character.
Really? It's not in the manga?
There's no Demon Emma because that whole plot line, like, you guys do it in the podcast, someone said in you guys' live chat, they literally pulled a Batman versus Superman with the whole Martha thing because Emma or was it Norman like stopped going for the kill of these demons or the genocide because one of the demons' their name was Emma. What the fuck? Huh? That's what y'all got? That's what you came up with?
Dude, she was adorable. Like I was dying from how cute that little demon girl was. And that's the only reason that I was like, oh, that's my favorite character. I hate everyone else. Mujika's voice actress, I will say, is a very nice voice. Very nice, soothing voice. Everything else is shit. Sasuke, I remember you saying, like, you will understand one day why Phil's, like why Phil is mediocre or whatever. I understand. Phil? Why was Phil in the show? They gave so much time to this Phil-Emma dynamic that ended up going completely nowhere.
I don't know.
Did not need to be in this season. They cut out so much shit. If they would have just, like, I'm not even kidding when I say this. If they would have just cut out that Demon Emma, old demon guy, Sonju, Phil, like, they could have. It could have been, I'm not saying it would have been a good experience, but it could have been better. you know? Like, you could have trimmed the fat on some of these things to at least, like, yeah, you're gonna, like, nosedive the show, but, like, at least try. And it just feels like they were like, let's just have all these elements in here that make no sense and don't need to be here. Like, if they would have just started up season 2 and have, like, Ray die in the second episode or whatever, dude, that would have, like, been shocking and crazy, and at least there's just nothing memorable either, which that's another thing. But like, but Ray is like, why even have Ray? Why even have Barbara and whatever? Why? Like, cut out all this stuff. I don't know.
It just wasn't fun.
It really. They should have got rid of all the Ratry stuff. It should have been. God, imagine if they just went anime original and they were like, Isabella versus the kids. And that's just the whole season, is they have to run from Isabella, because that would have continued on a lot of the themes from from season 1.
Oh my god,
it would have been so much better.
You just reminded me of the, like, I don't want to keep going on with this, but this is what. Okay, like, all right, because there's a lot of people who always say like, oh, it's just because it's me being a jaded manga reader that I have these opinions, but you know, C doesn't read the manga. He's echoing some of the same things.
I cannot read the manga after this awful anime.
I just want to talk about one plot point. Why did they introduce Isabella going to catch the kids when it had nothing? They didn't do anything after
nothing.
That. She didn't. She never tried to catch the kids. She just became grandma. And what happened to the other grandma? They don't say anything. She's just there. What?
Yeah. She's very good at using weapons, and
where did they get all those guns?
Yeah.
Why do they have guns?
Yeah, and why dude, Ratry is, holy shit, Peter Ratry is one of the most comically, like, awful anime villains. Like, it's like some 80s villain, you know, that just gets, like, just steamrolled. Like fucking some Avengers B-roll fucking dude. Like,
yeah, Peter's not interested in the manga to me. Some people may disagree, but at the very least, he was a little more fleshed out in the manga, and he was just like, oh, he was just okay in the manga. Okay, but
he fucking kills himself
in the anime.
He fucking kills himself randomly. Anyways, don't read it, or don't watch it. If you want to read it, you can. I'm not, but we have 128 concurrent viewers, which is pretty insane for just the start of the podcast.
Thumbnail.
I guess so. Thank you all for coming out. By the way, I will not be reading the comments. Satsuki and I guess EA for some part will be reading the comments because of AoT spoilers. So Satsuki will be handling those. So if he misses any comments, blame it on him.
No, I'll read it.
Oh God,
I'll read it. Yaneo. Neo? I probably fucked up your name. I'm very sorry. He said when Ratry slit his throat, there wasn't even blood on the knife.
Yeah, there wasn't.
Yeah, there wasn't. I noticed that too. I just forgot.
He ain't got no blood.
It was out of their budget.
Oh man. But yeah, I mean, already went up to 140 concurrent. That's kind of amazing. If you enjoy the show, of course, be sure to like the podcast, share it out with your friends. All of that kind of thing really helps out the show. So let's get into something that's actually better than TPN Season 2, somehow. At least in my opinion. At least from enjoyment. Maybe we can argue some more objective stuff. But the final episode, fan favorite, X-Arm.
Holy fucking Luya.
EA. How you feeling today?
It's a beautiful day, I gotta tell you. I looked outside the window this morning, just breathed in the fresh air, and I said, I'm never gonna watch this damn show ever again in my life. Thank God. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Lord. Oh, yeah,
Dude.
I feel fantastic.
Oh my god, that moment when the character is like, an Oscar-worthy performance, huh? And I'm like, what the fuck? Is this anime self-aware? Like
I think the
her,
anime is self-aware.
I don't even know what her name was, but she randomly is like, has like her eyes roll in the back of her head, and she's basically, literally
Oh, the
says,
scientist.
ha ha ha,
Yeah.
ha, I am evil now. That's kind of the gist.
Dude, she
I
had the
call her
logo
Hanji.
in her. She had the logo in her fucking eye. She had
She
the
was
logo
advertising.
She was advertising for the show in her eye.
This show is on a completely other level.
I wish I knew what happened. I don't.
I have no
Like-
idea. No idea what happened in this episode. I agree.
It's just like, why was the scientist guy being alive relevant? Because he wasn't the one doing anything, apparently. Like the way they described it, they basically said the machines went berserk because of the malice of humans. I don't think that's how computers work, but fine. Like, let's just whatever. So I'm still asking, like, what did the scientists have to do anything? Why was it relevant that he was evil? Why was it relevant that he took over this girl's body if nobody cared? Nobody even tried to stop him. They were just like, oh, you got her body? Okay. All right. Let's evacuate. And then, like, at the end, we're supposed to feel sad about these sacrifices at the end. Sacrifices we don't even see at the end. It happens. They kind of off-screen things, and they go into the future, and then, oh my god, that scene after the credits, terrible.
There was an after credit scene?
There
Yes.
was.
Why the fuck do you guys watch after the credits?
Why don't you?
Why don't I? Because it's fucking XR.
You're supposed to watch it according to Hollow. We were paid to do this. I mean, we watched it willfully. What are you talking about?
I mean, if Hollow wants to
See-
come to my house and hand me a 20, I'll watch the end credits.
See, but you missing the after credits for last episode, you missed a major death. Like, no joking.
I don't care.
Well, yeah, okay, my bad. Major in quotations, because I don't think anybody gives a fuck about anybody in this anime.
Alma could have died in the last episode, and I would have been like, all right, what?
Didn't
She
she?
She
died?
did, apparently.
That's what I thought. Her and the girl that we only knew for like 2 seconds.
Wait, she
whose
died?
name is Yug but it's spelled like YGGs.
Yggdrasil?
Apparently, all of them died.
Yeah, all of them died.
They fucking what?
Yeah. Freaking
What is this, Mass Effect 3?
Akira, Alma, and Yig all died.
Yo, when Yig in Alma was like, Akira, or whatever his name is, I actually don't even know his name, they were like, use our body.
Oh god.
Whatever
Oh my
way
God.
you want.
Hollow just gave you 20 to watch the end credits.
I refuse. I said,
Oh my
come to my house. You just wasted $20. You gotta fly over here, man.
The guy has a far flight. Just do it.
The end of credits is just police girl just sitting in her car, and then there's like that robot that Akira was in occasionally, the one that just has like an eyeball with legs, and then she's just sitting there in the car, and then they pan up to the sky, and then it ends. I don't know what the point was. Were they trying to tell us that he actually lived and he's in this robot, or I don't know, because it wasn't even any dialogue. Like it was just that scene, and then it just ended. I was like,
Dude.
right?
Yeah, dude, that stare down with the girl that was like, I'm evil now.
Oh my god.
There was another stare down that had like 5 seconds of silence with nothing playing. Like, what the fuck?
I just love the expressionless neutral face they always have.
Dude.
In any situation when they're supposed to be sad, happy, angry.
Dude, when the police chick, one with the twin tails or whatever, when she screams no with that
Oh my
face.
I pissed myself. I pissed myself laughing. I'm like, and they took the lower lip, and it looked like it was just going all kinds of fucking ways, left, right, sideways, and up. It was just no.
Oh my
I'm trying to
god.
find the emoji so I can like this is I'm putting in the chat. This is how XR characters like the emotes on their face.
Oh.
Their mouth never moves up or down. They're just like, we have this set face, like do what you have to do.
And then it showed a montage of Akira sacrificing.
Oh man.
So there you go. There was another ending montage.
I heard that this anime killed the manga.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I heard this anime was so bad it literally killed the publishing of the manga.
Hollow, no.
What?
He said, how much for you guys to cover Ruby, all 8 volumes?
Oh my god.
First
Holy
2 seasons
shit.
are great. 3's not too bad. Everything else is lame.
I can't. I don't know. I don't think there's an amount of money that could get me to watch.
I'm gonna say this right now. The first 2 seasons of Ruby are amazing in comparison to X-Arm because, you know, that actually took consideration and joy and, you know, there was passion put into that. X-Arm, somebody just put together some fucking hard drives and said, yep, that's a show.
That's how
Put
they
it
made
together.
this. Somebody needs to do like you know, like people do those like animations for podcasts. Somebody needs to do like an animation of the X-Arm guy in the studio smashing together 2 hard drives.
How do I make this work?
And like sparks are flying out of the hard drives just coming together, and it's just like JPEGs of like all the main characters, like Akira, Alma, and Cop Girl. What's her name? Does anybody know her name?
I don't
It's
think
like
at
Leslie.
I don't think at any point I knew her name. And the thing, I usually try to be good with names. I don't like not knowing the characters' names, but at no point did I ever think, oh shit, they said her name. Did they say her name?
I don't know.
Yeah, it was like Leslie or something.
Leslie? Really?
That is a
I
That
know,
doesn't
weird
even sound
name.
right.
No, it's not. I call people you try to remember names. I completely forget them all the time. So I just go, that one's Leslie. That one's Boob Girl. You know, that's how I remember people.
Oh,
Which one's
her name
Boop Girl?
is Minami.
Minami?
There we go. Not even close to Leslie.
Okay, I think all we have is Alma, Akira, and Yug.
Yig.
I think that's all we have.
Yeah, and they all died. The end.
Yeah, that one guy died who was like in charge of them. Who had the white hair? He died in the last episode, and nobody gave a fuck. Well, no, like the characters kind of gave a fuck.
Oh
but
yeah, he
I was like-
died. They did that
I was like-
extremely close-up zoom shot of his nostrils.
Oh god! And then the explosion effect. Oh,
There was like, oh god, and the audio to go along with those explosion effects were almost near non-existent. You could barely hear them.
What's Oromanga Sensei?
Isn't that the incest anime?
Yeah, that's the
Oh.
that's the big brother with the little sister who does erotic manga or light novels.
Gross. Hollow wants to know how much. Yeah, he said how much to seriously cover Iromanga Sensei.
I don't think
can't
we're
believe-
interested in-
I've already seen
I
it.
I can't believe I hoard myself out. I should have. I sold my soul, and now Hollow thinks he can buy me.
Well, EA, maybe
How
he can.
Okay, how long is it?
It's like 12 episodes. 13?
Is it really?
Yeah, it's a one core thing. You're lucky he didn't say Orimo, because Orimo is like 812 or something.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to watch that. That I would be like, yeah, I don't care how much you pay me. That's too long. But
Orimo
if
is
it's only
Orimo is literally Eromanga Sensei. By the same guy. It's the same general setup, same incest stuff. But the girl is blonde.
I just like that's how what he kept consistent, the incest.
Yeah. You know, I guess there's something, you know, I guess people in Japan really enjoy, you know, incest.
It's a thing.
Well,
But
moving on.
I guess I want to say I'll have to think about that one there, Hollow.
Come back to him next week. We'll table this for now.
Yeah.
I mean, okay, so first of all, this is not getting a season 2.
Thank you, Jesus.
Because everyone's dead. If they announced X-Arm season 2 from the wreckage of this anime, I would be astonished.
That would be the most amazing story ever.
So
nobody would have expected it.
So
I would be so pissed.
For the final episode, kill or pass?
Fucking kill.
I kill. We have to kill it. We can kill it now.
We have
Can't hurt me anymore.
Right. We have fulfilled our contractual duties. And you know what? It's been a pleasure doing business with you, Hollow, but it's dead.
Oh, Lord. Let's talk about Wonder Egg Priority, episode 11. Well, we got one more episode to go, and this episode, I really want to hear your guys' thoughts, because holy shit, this was an awesome episode.
This definitely got extremely dark.
Like
and,
wow.
Yeah, like it legit just like, I mean, first of all, it never explained why the crash test dummies are looking like they used to be regular people a long time ago, but for some reason they look the way they do. They never really explained that, I don't think, unless I missed that. But they created this AI being. Did they ever explain why they created the robot? Were they just bored or something?
I'll wait till I go, but I don't think they like really explained it. They said something like it was like a secret experiment thing that they were being monitored on, but I don't know why they did it specifically.
Right, and I thought that was kind of strange because like they did it because they wanted to experiment. Then they just went ahead and were like, okay, well, now we have a quote unquote daughter. Let's raise her like our child. And I'm like, wait, I thought this was just they wanted to experiment just to have a daughter.
Yeah. There wasn't any, like they weren't testing anything. They weren't like taking notes on her. At least they didn't show that. They were just raising her as a daughter. So I was very confused.
Yeah,
I
thought
they created a living AI person because
right, just because they were bored. You know, they were like, man, all this freaking hentai and manga is boring.
Oh, God.
Let's go ahead and make ourselves a 14-year-old android daughter.
Yes. Yes. Holy shit.
Noise. Who did that?
Dude, that drove me. Dude, that drove me mad. I'm like, stop! Why are you doing this? Stop!
That was a cool scene. Whenever you thought Frill was put away, and then you just see the girl and she just does that noise again. Yeah. I was like, oh no!
Oh no! Like she got out.
I thought like she like took over their bodies somehow, but she was in a coffin surrounded by surveillance. Which, did she get out and then just sit back in?
First of all,
I don't know, because there was wires there, so I don't know.
Yeah, she had like a bunch of extension cords and a bunch of TVs, probably playing Persona or something on there. And I'm just like, first of all, you built an evil AI android that doesn't feel emotions and kills people willingly. Just because,
right?
Why the fuck aren't you like doing some dismantling shit? Like, what? Remember that fucking movie with that android kid or something like that, or God, Robin Williams even. Remember that where he's an android and he turns into an old man and dies?
Man?
I don't fucking know. Get rid of
No,
him.
that's what it's called.
Get rid of her.
That's what.
Get fucking rid of her. She's evil. Come on. What are you doing?
Yeah, I
hit her with a shovel.
I really didn't understand the motives behind the story. I will admit it was creepy as fuck and it was interesting. I just felt like it was just kind of all over the place, just scatterbrained, so to speak. But I did enjoy the tension. I did enjoy the fact that they had this creepy AI thing, and apparently, I guess here's something that didn't really pop up yet. Was at the very beginning of the episode, Rika, she saved her friend, but then poor old Pokemon Turtle gets crushed by a fucking anvil or whatever, wrecking ball. And I thought they were going to start eating again, but it was just like, I don't like meats. I'm like, what the why are they killing these Pokemon? I don't understand. So I guess you could say I'm a bit confused right now. Because is there one episode left?
Yeah.
There is one episode left, yes.
I don't know how they're going to fit all that in. I really don't know how they're going to. I guess all the Pokemon are just going to end up dying. I really don't think there's going to be some. There's going to be a lot of loose ends, I think, unless for some reason they're going to announce a season 2 of Wonder Egg. But something tells me they're not going to do that. But overall,
if they don't, this story is going to end very lackluster.
Yeah, and I have kind of like the sneaking suspicion that it's going to do that. But this episode, though I enjoyed the creepy aspect of it, just the sheer I like how it went for the gusto and was like not afraid to go dark. The freaking AI killed a pregnant woman in a bathtub with a hairdryer, which I thought, damn, that's hardcore. And all it was leaning on you having a boy or a girl. She should have just lied and said a boy.
I don't think she knew she was going to be a psychopathic killer.
This is true.
How do you not know?
How can you not just
walking around? She's asking her questions all the time. You having a girl? You having a girl? What? You having a girl? I would have been questioning it a little bit, going, I don't like the way this thing's looking at me. It just keeps it keeps asking me if I'm going to have a girl. Should I be concerned?
How the fuck when they were like, oh shit, she's like when they were like finding out all these eerie things about her before the first murder took place, why the fuck weren't they just like, all right, let's just update Windows, that's it, that's how we fix it.
Right, by snapping its neck and lighting it on fire. I agree.
That too. Which, yeah, didn't they light it on fire at the end?
Yeah, after
everybody died.
After she took a second person, did they decide to kill her?
Yeah.
Not the first time. Not the first time she threw in the fucking hairdryer, but the second time after she killed the baby after she grew up.
Yeah.
I was like, so why leave them in a storage closet just to be like, be a good girl, because once you stop killing people, we'll let you out. I mean, what was going to happen? Like, did they think that it would? She's acting up. She just needs a timeout. But I digress. It was weird. I'm mixed on it overall, but I just don't know what to feel as far as what's going to happen the rest of the series. But hey, it's cool creepiness.
Yeah, no.
There is Mr. Clean in the chat. He's very distraught over Mushoku Tensei being over. I think it's your fault too, C, since you put Mushoku Tensei in the...
Oh, yeah. I forgot to cover it with some sort of lolly.
Yeah,
next
time I'll suggest a lolly.
Can
we get Pandora next time?
I mean, I never want to promote ReZero again, if I'm to be honest here. So,
damn.
Fuck them.
Yeah. Who cares about
Not
her?
them, but at least Kodakawa.
We can use, you know, we
Can
can
we get Tatsumaki?
I don't think I have a Tatsumaki image. I mean, we can use like, I don't know, like Nino or something.
Nino's not a lolly.
We can do Pirate Nino.
Pirate Nino's still not a lolly.
Does it have to be a lolly?
I thought it did.
I mean, we can use Megumin.
We have to be consistent with these things, see? We can use Megumin.
Yeah, explosion.
There's an image
Explosion!
I have of her where she's resting a drink on the cat. I'm gonna use that one.
Aw, that one was
Right.
adorable. I can't wait to see it. But yeah, Mashoko Tensei, can't wait for summer. Mr. Clean.
Don Storm said, "Why? Why the popping noise? It's so creepy."
And I zoomed extremely close on the lips too.
Yeah, when that scene was going down, I was like, "What are they doing? Like, why is this here?" I guess it was just the lead up to that point, like you said,
Right.
of them noticing that she had the same quirk. As
she's she's an MHA now. That's her quirk.
What?
That's her quirk.
Oh no!
Just 'cause you said
Murder.
Murder quirk. Mujika Mochi said, "My brother be watching Blade Blade burst and it gets annoying." Right.
Yeah,
Hollow-
Beyblade is not good. It's for kids.
Yeah,
We are covering Blade Blade this time.
Wait. Do we
Deja
have
vu.
a robot lolly in the chat who doesn't like, who maybe wants to kill somebody for a very trivial reason, like Beyblade?
I mean, I think you'll be all right if you're not a girl.
Yeah,
So-
yeah, we're all men, so she's not going to be jealous of us.
Well, that's another thing too. But I want to read a lot more of these. Hollow says, "Sasuke, can you say nya for me?" Nya, nya. There you go. Do you like The Promised Neverland season 2? No.
I think you missed that whole rant.
Wait. Oh, you talking about Mr. Clean?
or whoever asked that question.
Well, Mr. Clean said Ryuger became bald and is wearing a headband. He be looking like bald Naruto. LOL. Yeah,
You just said that last week, freaking Ben.
He is going off. But all right, let me get into my thoughts. I thought this episode was just okay, and it was mainly because I was confused because someone said in the comment section that they just wanted to create a daughter, but I'm pretty sure at the beginning of the episode they were talking about how they were being monitored and how like what they were doing was like this secret experiment almost. So I don't understand what the people who were backing them, because like you got to think about it, they had all this, unless they were rich beforehand, how did they have the means to just create a person without someone backing them? So like what was their purpose in mind for creating the daughter? Because like once she was created, there was no indication that they were relaying information to the people who were backing them up or anything like that. They just were raising her as their daughter, like normal. So I was confused on that. And but yeah, even before all of that stuff, the stuff with Rika and her Pokemon dying, and I forgot the name of the person that showed up. Dot. That's what it was. Because they done this twice in a row. I am not feeling how they're treating the everybody's respective person that they're trying to save. I don't like how they're treating that situation because it's so underwhelming. They see the person, they say something, they turn into ghost, they're gone. I thought like we were building up to like some emotional, impactful thing that happens between these two when they meet. We all suspected that it was going to be like bittersweet or it was going to be bad entirely, but like they don't even give you time to like really register like what's going on. Like she just met up with the person, she tried to touch him, disappeared, gone. Then she said, "I'll meet you in the afterlife." Like I don't like how that those moments are being treated.
Should be trying to touch people.
Don't touch in the pandemic.
Touched
And no
by an
mask.
angel.
But and then we have one more episode, so like they can't do anything with I and Neru. They can't. It's just impossible. At least to make it good, they cannot do it. So I hope there is a season 2 of this anime, but it's certain things that have underwhelmed me and has confused me. Like I think this episode overall is fine. It's not anything that I think is bad, but I'm not optimistic about where the story is headed for the last episode.
Better than X-Arm.
Yes.
Better than TPA. I mean, sorry, that never got an adaptation.
Is.
It never happened.
Yeah. Really. Never happened. I wish it did. I wish it would get an adaptation. That'd be pretty cool.
That'll be nice.
Yeah, it's very underrated, very overlooked. Sorry. People look at it all the time.
Yeah. What are your thoughts on the episode, C?
Well, like I said, I really enjoyed the episode. But discussing with you guys, I was like, oh well, guess I wasn't paying enough attention during the episode this week or last week.
You were just distracted by the pretty colors.
I was like, ooh, pretty.
This anime is very pretty, though.
It really is.
Yeah. I think that makes up for a lot, I guess, of the show's story in this kind of last half, because it's so good looking. Last episode was amazing for how just the animation itself. Not even getting into the art, just the animation was impeccable. But I don't know. Yeah, I guess I agree with you guys. At this point, I'm like, yeah, it's probably it's fine. Though I will say I am probably, now that you guys pointed out, a little more strict on plot holes, because I hate plot holes, and it's not, I don't know, maybe it's just not exactly like straight up just the worst plot holes you've ever seen, but yeah, stuff, I'm all about giving people context and just explaining it, because if you just explain it and it makes sense, then it's fine. But if you don't, then we got a problem. And yeah, I'm probably a little bit more, I don't know, negative on the episode than you guys now. Just because you pointed out these plot holes, and I think that looking back, it does kind of take away a lot of the impact of what the episode had, because the ideas were in place, the execution was, in terms of like the getting to the end point, was pretty great, but the execution of the beginning and just laying out all the details a viewer needs to understand, it wasn't there. And I think that's just as crucial as a middle or an ending. So yeah,
for like, okay, if they wanted to go for the whole thing of the interaction between the person that they're trying to save at the end being underwhelming, I think something that they could have done was like the person that broke free, which that's also another thing. Like they just broke free at the same time. That's a weird thing, because some of these people have been doing this longer than others. So I gotta point that out. But okay, like let's say they meet each other and she disappears. You could do something with the character themselves who is left behind, like Rika, for example, in this episode, who just has like this, you hone in on her sense of like emptiness, because now she doesn't have anything that she's like working towards anymore. Something like that. Or her just thinking to herself like, damn, like that's it. I damn near killed myself just for that interaction. If there was something, like, if you were going for the whole thing of their interaction being underwhelming, what happens in the aftermath of that could have been fleshed out, or you could have added more to it to make us feel something. But when it happened, it's just the scene happened. evil dot girl came in there, killed the Pokemon. Next scene. I just feel like for what we were working towards since the beginning of this anime, I didn't really like that interaction between them, because that's something that's going to pretty much be the last thing we see of these characters, because we have one more episode left. Again, unless they continue this,
I think they will.
I really hope they do.
I think they kind of have to.
I feel like they needed more episodes in order for us to care about these damn Pokemon dying. Because
I agree.
Because I don't know, like last week's episode we had Momo's Pokemon die, and I didn't feel nothing. I mean, I still think it was messed up how, the lady was like, "You want some? Alligator's delicious." Forces it in her mouth, which was so messed up. But I don't know. I feel like we would have had a huge, even more sentimental impact if we had the time to, I don't know, just have more of a time to like just get this story kind of fleshed out and told better. Because I almost feel like the story is the way that it is because we're stretched for time. That recap episode should have never have been in this show.
Yeah, and like when you talk about like the Pokemon dying, I love how we just don't call them by their name. We just keep saying Pokemon. But yeah, when we talk about the Pokemon dying, like I feel like, I could be wrong on it. It's just my opinion on it. I feel like they had those deaths in there just to have a shocking death, and I don't like that, because while it does impact these characters, because we see them broken at the end of it because of what they've been through, they're witnessing these companions die right in front of them, and then this evil chick is trying to feed them their Pokemon, but it's just that we don't have a connection with them, and also they didn't do enough to, like, it's one thing if we don't care about the Pokemon, but you could at least do something to where you feel the characters attached to them. I don't think that was done well either. So on both fronts, when they die, the only thing that we care about is the characters after their death and their reaction to it, like them being like shell shocked after it. Other than that, it's just like it happens, like nobody really cares.
It almost feels like two different shows like put into one. Like we were on this kind of episode, at least the way that it felt, but then the second we were introduced to Butterfly Head and Dragonfly Head, we just it just turned into a completely different show with literally 3 episodes left to go. And it's, the more I think about it, the more I don't know how I'm going to feel about the ending once it's all said and done. I hope they do have another season, because if this is all that the series is going to be, it's going to be a huge disappointment.
Yeah, I think so.
Well,
yeah, which I do think at this point that with this show's just the way it is, like the way it looks, how good the voice acting is, how good the general idea for the story is, and so far the general execution of it has been, in my opinion, pretty good. So I think just based off that alone, I don't know. When I look at it, I feel like we're going to get at least a feature-length film, which I think would be a perfectly fine way to end this series. But at least some kind of continuation. That's just me. And it could very well be a reality based in the times we live in with the pandemic and all of that. Any final thoughts on the episode?
I just feel like it earlier.
Yeah, kill the robot, kill Terminator. But I just feel like with this show, where we really like this show is when they focus on the characters, like our 4 main ones. I don't think they should have had an episode like this dedicated to crash test dummies. I understand that's supposed to explain some of the plot and what's going on now, but I think that should have been like weaved in within the episodes, like throughout the throughout the series. I don't think they should have had one episode like focused on those two, because it feels weird coming at this time now.
Yeah,
But
that would have been
it's,
interesting.
I still like this show. I don't think this episode like is a killer for the show. It's just that given how many episodes is one more episode left, so I'm scared for the direction. But if there's a continuation past this, then my worries for the most part will be gone. So that's just where I stand at. But other than that, still a good series. So pass.
I'm passing it too.
Giving it a pass. AoT final season. I'm sure most people are here because they want us to talk about this, and the spoilers are probably going to start coming out here relatively soon. Time to hide. Yeah. Well, what did you guys think?
Oh my god!
Oh my god!
Son of a bitch!
I guess I'll start it off. Attack on Titan has always kind of done this thing for me where it'll introduce a side character or whatever, something, not a main character, and like by the end of the season or by the end of a certain arc, I'll be like, yes, this character, I love this character. Happened with Sasha, Hannes, another I'm forgetting, sadly. But even like characters like Connie, for example, I'm loving this season, and they're not like these, characters that have like a huge light shined on them or anything. Dude, I was so, for lack of a better term, I was hyped when Peak pointed at Eren and fucking Galliard comes up from below. Oh my god. That was the best. I love that moment.
Literally one of my favorite moments in the entire series.
Freaking yeah, Galliard just missed. He could have ended it right then and there, but he was just a few feet short.
Oh my god, they set it up so well too. Peak comes out of nowhere, like she just waltzed into the scene by killing somebody, and just effortlessly is like, all right, I'm joining you guys, and gives like a good reason, a reason that I would believe Peak to say, and maybe this gets in a little bit the theories, but I do actually kind of believe Peak would think this, but like convinces Gabby, does the whole thing of like, what's up fellas, I'm a waifu, and seeing
That's what she says.
pretty much. Like, god, that whole thing, it was so just effortless. It was amazing.
Yeah. Oh my god, it was just.
Oh god, when she sees Yelena again, and she's like, "Oh,
I like you better with a beard."
Yeah, I liked you better with the mustache.
Oh, that was also like subtly like telling you that she was lying about the whole thing too, because if you remember back when they were in Marley, she said something like she never looked right with that beard. If you remember that convo she had,
Right?
so
Yeah.
that was just a sign that she was lying about what she was telling Eren. Eren didn't trust her from the beginning, so it was just a matter of, in my opinion, with that scene, it was just who was going to show their hand first. Because Eren didn't know exactly what she was up to. He thought he had her in the checkmate because for her to transform, she would have needed to kill Gabby. But of course, Porco did his thing. I just love that scene because you see Gabby she's like struggling with a lot of her feelings going on. She doesn't like know how to react to certain things because like her whole world has been shaken to its core based on what's been going on. Like she's going to this new place and she's learned that Eldians aren't as bad or aren't bad at all. We judge their entire race based, on what other people have been brainwashing her to think. And then you have her interaction with Kaya, and she was a good person, but then she ended up trying to kill her. So like Gabby was really like messed up. and then she already seen Zeke betray their entire nation, and then she thought Peak did the same thing, and then Peak does that smile to her, like basically letting her know I'm still on your side. And like C said, when Aaron says, "Where's the enemy?" and then she just pauses, smiles at Gabby, and then points at him, and then she says, "There." Oh my goodness, the anime did it so well.
So
did it
great.
So well.
So great. I can definitely see why people are in love with Peak at this point. And
Oh, yeah. She deserves the hype.
I wouldn't be surprised if people are in love with Galliard either. Like I thought like he was just gonna get just annihilated in that episode by all the Survey Corps. But no. He went to Paradise Island and he almost got Aaron. Got his legs.
He was a foot short.
Yeah. Porcor is very fierce. He is very fierce.
Oh man, so great. So great. Oh man, and when you see him in that crowd with the other Jaegerists, you're just like, oh shit. Something is about to fucking happen.
It's about to go down.
Oh my god. Dude.
What did you guys think about Yelena in this episode?
She's a psycho.
She is. She's a fangirl. I compared her, and I probably shouldn't say this, but I compare her to crazy BTS fans. BTS fans will find this. I know. So there you go.
Yeah. She literally shot someone in the head because they were talking smack about their lineage. Just basically saying, sorry about that. Let's just clean up the mess over here.
He also, I think his name was Grease. He called Sasha a whore as well. So I mean, he went way. At that point, I would have been okay if Historia walked in and was like, "All right, time to murder a bitch."
Yeah,
I've been okay with that.
Yeah, I think he said, and I quote, "potato sucking whore." So yeah, that's that was cause for death right there.
She certainly does inhale a lot of potatoes, but does that mean she's a whore? No,
she just really likes potatoes.
Yeah, she just really likes potatoes. Don't listen.
Is she a whore for potatoes?
I had mashed potatoes today. Does that mean I'm a whore?
Yes,
for potatoes.
Oh damn.
So then I guess maybe what they said was true.
Well, now I gotta brainwash Nicolo.
Oh, that's another thing too. Based on that interaction, you could see Nicolo actually he was in love with Sasha for sure.
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
The way he reacted to that's something only someone who truly loves her would have reacted. He was the most angry. Even Sasha's father was, he was kind of laid back, and I think that's just him being strong for everybody around him because he still has the kids around, so you don't want to act out of character. But Nicolo was I like the fact that Sasha's death is something that has an impact. Like we just talked about Wonder Egg priority and how I didn't think the Pokemon's deaths were impactful. Sasha's death is very impactful. It's something that you didn't see in a moment necessarily. You see everybody's shots face and everything, but you start to see the cracks. You see how Connie talks about Aaron and how he does not believe in him whatsoever, how he's so much against him. That's an effect of Sasha's death. How Nicolo acts is an effect of Sasha's death. The stuff that was going on with Gabby and Kaya, all Sasha's death. So I think that's how you tie in the death and make it impactful past the shock value. Because it was shocking for sure, but it has more importance past that.
Had mashed potatoes for dinner today. Sasha's death.
And you thought of Sasha.
I thought of her.
You're like, Man, these potatoes are so good, Sasha. This one's
she
for
would've-
you, Big Pimpin'.
She would have loved this.
I'm gonna have me a steamed potato tomorrow, and I'm gonna steam me up a potato. I'm gonna be like, this is for you, potato girl. Inhale potato, chokes, dies.
We will
now you're
always
like
remember
Maroha.
him. Oh my god.
You know, it's something. It's really something when Sasha can inhale a whole potato and Moroha can't even get down 3 pancakes.
That will always be funny.
That's an all-time moment right there.
Right, that was the turning point of that whole damn show. Gets owned by a fucking lake.
Maroha was, she was getting beat by a lot of characters that weren't villains.
She was the coolest looking one too, which is the worst.
Yeah, that's terrible.
So we just reached 100 likes on the stream. That's amazing. Thank you. And I think we got another super chat. Saucy, would you like to read that off?
I'm going to get there. There's a couple of comments I'm going to read before I get there.
Okay,
first.
okay.
X said death for shot value. I think this was talking about Wonder Egg. And not to move the story forward, it's cheat to make the villain look like a twisty mustache, cartoony villain who's irredeemable just by killing a cute or lovable character. All Star 29 said, does anyone know what chapter to start on a manga after finishing
115,
season
116.
4, part 1? Okay, there you go.
I read them this morning. The manga chapters for this episode.
Yeah, someone in the
definitely
comments also answered it.
You definitely should read those chapters. You shouldn't just go to 117.
Yeah, for sure. Hollow said every Monday when I go to my crap job, these streams are the only thing that fuels my will to live. Well, I'm glad we can do that, Hollow.
I'm sorry.
We'll try to keep it up.
I don't know about that, man. Maybe we should just retire.
That would be it's one thing to retire, but retire after hearing that?
You know what, Hollow? No, this is what Hollow should do. He should steam himself up a potato, dedicate it to Sasha, inhale it, choke and die.
Oh my god.
What?
That's what I'm doing.
Bad advice. What?
Yeah, well, you can't inhale a potato. You will die. There are too
Sasha
big.
can.
Know that. I think it's the point of you suggesting it. Why would you suggest it?
We have to do. Listen, it's the only way.
No.
I don't. I think there are literally hundreds of other ways that can be done besides that.
There is no other way to cook a potato.
Oh, sure there is. There's sliced, diced, mashed, scalloped.
Listen, we're just gonna ignore those, like the alleged TPN anime.
Philip B said Porco had one job.
Yep, and he fucked it up.
Ace Mitten 99 said, if you notice, Galliard was mixed in with the soldiers when Peak walks up the stairs and goes, hi, everyone. Yeah, I think we mentioned that. You kneel? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. He said perfection. Levi Ackerman said, as a manga reader, I can't wait to see them animate chapter 137. 7990 said, personally, I'm waiting for 121 to be animated. Honestly, my favorite chapter. I think I know what chapter that is. Okay, now we're getting into the super chat. Attack Titan, who always donates, said, will you read the manga? Have you considered it?
Oh,
so
yeah.
He's talking to you guys. So.
Oh, yeah. I'm no chance in hell I am not reading the manga because of spoilers.
Well, I don't read, so no.
Well, I'm also doing it as well in part so I can go back in all of my comments and actually be able to fucking read them and communicate with my audience and ban all the spoilers. Oh, that moment's going to be amazing.
I am going to chance it, and I'm going to wait a whole year by staying offline. And then
see you in a year.
Starting now.
Never gonna be on the podcast again.
Yep. See you in a year. And I will do my best not to get spoiled. Which I'm surprised I haven't gotten spoiled yet. I say this now, knock on wood. Please don't spoil me now. but it's amazing just how people just feel as if telling you what happens before it happens is just the best thing to do because it's horrible.
Okay, so if you guys use social media, use your block lists. Like, block out words, anything related to AoT, block it out. Because there are literally bots online, on Twitter, that just spoil everything. Did we just get a $100 super chat?
What?
I don't know. I don't know how to convert this.
I'm looking.
I will read it. I'm about to get to it. Hollow said, "You're an asshole, Ben." Subbing.
Listen, we gotta steam up a potato. It's like blazing one for 420.
This is 2000.
Issy said, "I refuse to read the manga. A show like this is best without spoilers." Yeah, I would. If I don't think I can't imagine not reading the manga, but I think Attack on Titan would be beautiful as an anime only. Attack Titan said, "This is not the super chat," but he said, "It's a big." Oh no, he's explaining something. Never mind. I'm not reading that. Kim said, "Did you notice how Aaron's Titan's eyes are both cloudy?"
Yes. I've always wondered why that is.
ASK 9K said, "How did Porco transform without them noticing?" Wait, who was them?
I guess the soldiers? My guess would just be like he just fucking killed a bunch of soldiers.
Yeah, that's what I was assuming. But the super chat says, "Attack Titan with 2000 MX." He said, "Last December I discovered your channel. Subscribing has been one of the best decisions ever. As an AoT fan, thank you so much for all your work and your streams. You made my Mondays special, and I look forward to seeing you in 2022. Please come to Mexico to have some tequilas and tacos."
Oh, hell yeah.
As much as, just speaking for myself, as much as that offer sounds great, I have a vendetta against tequila. I will never drink it again. I drunk it one night and it was the worst I ever felt drinking. It's not for me.
We just gotta mix it with some stuff. We should have those really long margaritas that they have. Taco sounds amazing right now. We'll have ourselves a good time in Mexico.
Well, these guys will, because I don't drink alcohol. But yeah, everything else I'll do for sure. I heard Mexico is a great place. So I'd love to take you up on that offer. But thank you so much for the super chat and the nice comments.
Yeah.
Because the whole AoT thing is like the only reason I'm doing it is just because I used to cover the series way back when. It's what got me into like doing anime videos pretty much. It's what's got me back into anime, literally. The manga is what got me back into anime. So this is really the only reason I'm doing it. And it's a big, passion for me, just because like I feel like I kind of have to pay respects to the series. So yeah, that's kind of why I picked up the final season. I was just like, it makes sense. It's the kind of the thing that started my channel, so might as well go out with the final season. And there was a while though where I don't know. I kind of grew out of AoT for a while, for lack of a better term. But then I finally saw the light again, and I was like, oh shit.
Perfect time to do it too.
Yeah, it's very fun. I'm right now just going through a lot of like YouTube burnout and stuff like that. It's part of some bullshit drama and all that stuff, and like this podcast and AoT is the thing that I really enjoy right now. Like it really it's the one thing I'm super passionate for.
Awesome.
I gotta call out a comment. I'm sorry, Philip B. He said Marco's death had no meaning. That is cap. Marco's death, like I'm not going to say it's the most meaningful death, but Marco's death was the catalyst for John to join the Survey Corps. Because if you remember, he didn't want to join them initially. He wanted to join the military police. And then after Marco died the way he did, he felt like almost an obligation to join the Survey Corps. Like almost everybody did at the same time. And remember, he was in the top 10, meaning that everybody who was in the top 10 was eligible to join the military police, but the only person I think who joined was Annie. But yeah, Marco's death, and not even just John, the stuff with Annie and Reiner and Berthold, like how they had to kill him too. And that's nothing to really do with his character, but the way he died, like it showed us like how it kind of humanized them, because and it showed us Reiner's need to have a different personality, how he had to like dissociate his actions with himself because it was too much to handle.
Yeah.
So I definitely disagree that Marco's death didn't have any meaning.
Yeah, I pretty much I agree with that. That's generally my same thought. Marco, like that whole scene in general is just so well done. Like even like viewing it on its own without viewing it like, you know, the implications of what they did. Just that scene alone, like the way it ties it all back in to the Battle of Tross, which is probably the best arc in Attack on Titan season 1 by a landslide. Like just by that merit alone of how good that scene is, I think it automatically kind of makes Marco's death meaningful, just because they treat it so well.
Yeah, and it was also the mystery of it because we didn't know what happened to him. Remember, like we just saw like half of him gone. We were just like, wait, what the fuck? Huh?
Yeah, and it was just a thing. It was just a thing that was there, and he blended in with all the other people that died in that season, and I think that was for Marco specifically done on purpose.
Yeah.
When are they going to bring back Petra?
About how I was about to say, can we talk about how Zeke had a fucking rocket in his neck and only his lower half got blown the fuck up?
Dude, Zeke is like a fucking tank. Like Levi
he
was
should
like
be in a million pieces.
Right. Right. And he's just like, whatever.
Whatever.
He should be dead. He should be dead, but no, he dies. And then Mama Titan comes up and says, "Come wrap up in my belly like a kangaroo." And
Is
they
that
just
what she said?
Yeah, she did. She said, "All right there, mate, you come and wrap in here like a kangaroo." And then all of a sudden, you know, he's gonna go off living. What happened to Levi? I want to know. One of the horses burnt to crisp. The other one got shatters and splinters in him. What happened to Levi? I want to know. If he's dead, I'm gonna be sad. But again, that just kind of annoyed me. Just a little nitpick. Just because, like I said, he had it in his neck, but only his torso got demolished. And it's like, I'm just gonna lay here and die.
You know, like you bring up, you know, that Titan being Australian and the use of thunder spears. I guess you could say,
oh god,
they got.
Here we go. Thunder.
Thunderstruck.
You been thunderstruck. I thought you were about to say Thunder from Down Under, but I mean that works too.
I'm trying to figure out where I gotta. Damn, it's a lot I missed. Oh my god.
People love us.
Philip B. They literally revealed themselves as traitors, yet they killed Marco because they were scared he was going to find out. Cody said Marco deserved better. Gustavo said Galliard was among the Jaegerists, couldn't transform without making a mess. Jurassic said a year isn't that long to wait. It sounds like a normal manga wait. Recon Gamer said give X Arm a second season.
Oh no.
Very ambitious.
Ban him. I'm kidding, of course.
Where are you?
I am.
ASK said, like, how did he transform inside of the building without destroying the place? Okay, no. I think, like, from where he transformed, he did destroy a lot of the place. I don't think he destroyed everything because we don't know how big. I don't think we know exactly how big this building is because I think he's talking about like, you know how we have everybody in the jail cell. Like we don't even know like where they are in comparison to where Porco transformed. But yeah. They're arguing about the Marco thing. Hollow said it's so good to see y'all getting the recognition you all deserve. Appreciate that, Hollow.
Aw, thank you.
No,
Oh, let's bring it in for a hug. Oh, you're cute.
Bill Asperger said, "You don't drink, see? What about that time we did that thing with the thing and your thing with my thing?"
What?
It sounds like you got some explaining to do, see?
Yes, I want to hear this story.
The rated R or PG version?
Oh, God. I don't think I want to know anymore.
Well, why is it between a rated R and a PG version?
Well, the PG, you know, like teens can hear it.
Well, you said PG. That's PG-13 is different. Like,
okay,
yeah, like PG.
So, like,
I was thinking
like 8-year-olds can hear it.
That's like Incredibles. You know, like the Incredibles. Like, there's like dark themes in the movie, but it's still meant for kids.
Well, it's funny because Bill, the person who commented that, is the guy who did this brilliant art for us throughout the night. So
that's who did that?
Yeah, I paid him $6,000 to do it.
Money well spent.
Not really. I'm in debt. I'm fucked.
Well,
not gonna lie.
Well, hopefully you can pay it off with all these super chats and whatnot.
I can't.
Oh, well. Damn.
Well, you're in debt.
I'm fucked.
Bill has a high commission.
Yeah, it's worth it. No, never mind.
Philip B said Levi Zeke beef equals Tom and Jerry levels. they are always at each other's
Oh my god, they really are like Tom and Jerry.
I just will never get over that scene where Zeke is.
Which one's Tom and which one's Jerry?
I just will never
for
get
sure,
over.
Levi is he is Jerry.
He's Jerry. He's the mouse.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, he's shorter.
Because he's always winning. But I'll never get over in the last episode when Zeke's just running and he's thinking about other things, about meeting up with Aaron, and Levi comes trailing behind and Zeke's like, "Oh, come on."
Yeah, it's like, what the
How many times do we have to teach you this lesson, old man?
I like the young people.
One of my favorite scenes in Attack on Titan is when Zeke is explaining how the people to watch out for. No. It was Reiner and Berthold. It was specifically Reiner talking about this is in season 3, part 2, where the Levi and Zeke fight happened for the first time, where you first met him, and we get the flashback to Reiner talking about Zeke, and they're like, war chief. They got some people on their side that can fight. For the most part, I think you'll be able to handle them. But they got one person that you got to be worried about, and his name is Levi. And then they go back into the present, and Levi is just cutting them up, and then he goes, "Oh, this is Levi." He knew nothing. He didn't know his name. He didn't know who he was. He saw what he was doing to him. He said, "Okay, this got to be Levi."
I mean, Levi is such a badass that Erwin was like, "We're gonna sacrifice the whole Survey Corps, including myself, just so you can take down the Beast Titan."
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
just him.
The belief they have in him, like when they call him humanity's greatest soldier, is something that is the value, the amount of value that title has is shown to you. For Erwin of all people, and we know how selfish he is in terms of like him wanting to see the basement and everything, and how he'll put everybody's lives on the line. For him to say, Levi, you're going to do it. That just goes to show you Levi's, he's to be trusted when it comes to those things.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't think no lousy thunder spear would take out Levi.
Nope,
Just
I don't think he's dead. I think he's badly wounded. But now I have questions that I'm looking forward to seeing what the next, when the next season comes around. So Zeke and Aaron were supposed to meet up. That ain't gonna happen because now there's a giant war about to happen. So I wonder what Zeke's part's gonna play into all this. That's what I'm most curious about.
Yeah, because they kind of have to go on the fly now if they do meet up again, which of course they will. It's AoT. So, where do they go from here? To just get Zeke like it's gotta be like a big part of the climax of this battle they're about to do. I think
it's insane. How many? All right, Sasuke, under your estimation, how many episodes do you think they can get out of the final season part 2, which is goofy as it sounds?
Well, it's going to adapt about 20 or so chapters, a little over 20. So considering that we've been going at a pace of about 2 chapters per episode, around that length, it would be probably, if I had to guess, it would be 11 to 12 episodes.
Nice. They're gonna finish it. I think they're gonna go out with a bang. No pun intended. They're definitely gonna go out.
You're gonna steam up a potato, dedicate one to Sasha, inhale the potato, choke and die.
This show is gonna go out as one of the greats.
He's got to. There's not a show quite like this one. So
no, sir. But man, we gotta wait. We gotta wait a whole year. But they said it was gonna be winter of next year.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so just basically January 2022.
Yeah.
Yep.
We'll be old man.
Oh damn. We're all old apparently. Well, not yet.
You're getting
I'm
there.
Almost there. Yeah. 2 more years or a year and a month.
Though there's one thing we didn't discuss, and that's just the fucking amazing scene where they do the kind of stare down between Reiner and Eren.
At the very end.
Dude, Reiner...
How did he know he was up there?
Reiner looks he's such a badass. Like, in this time skip version, he just... Oh my. He looks like
he doesn't look like a nerd.
He doesn't look like a jock. he looks like he's experienced so much shit. He's over with it, and he's like, Eren, give me back my kids.
Give me back my son. Oh man, Falco is gonna get turned into a Titan.
Oh yeah. I mean that's yeah. Which I did, by the way. I liked that when they were walking up to go to the roof, with Peak, Gabby, and Eren. When Eren mentions Falco and what happened, Gabby's like, "This is like all my fault," and I think this is realization starting to creep in for Gabby. Something I've been talking about for a while now is that Gabby doesn't have a lot of doesn't have a lot of realization or groundedness to her character right now, and I think that's slowly starting to seep in, because she even says like it happened like again or something like that. So that means she's realized at this point that like she's dragged him into all of this nonsense.
Yeah. And when you say like the realization hasn't creeped in, I think it's one of those things where it has hit her, but she's still trying to fight it. She's trying to cling on to the way she used to think about Eldians, because it's just been a whole culture shock.
Yeah.
These few weeks, days, that she's been Eldia or part of this island. It's just her whole train of thought has been entirely altered based on her experiences. So like it's hard to erase all those years of brainwashing, but it's like you said, it's a gradual thing that she is working towards.
Well,
Crazy.
any final thoughts, comments, concerns, criticisms?
What did you guys think about Armin's acting?
Oh yeah, Armin was like, I'm moved by this. I don't know what the hell was up with that.
Was he acting or was he being serious?
I don't know.
Because I really didn't know what to think of that. I was just like, oh, well, he either really likes the plan or he's choking back tears because he's like, you're going to complete freaking a whole genocide of people? That's so stupid.
Oh yeah, sarcasm. It was complete sarcasm. It's so
complete
noble for you
sarcasm of
to be
tears.
such a dumbass.
Yeah. And then Tall Lady was like, I'm glad you like my plan. I'm moved to tears myself.
God, it is so creepy when Yelena blushed. I was like, no. We get that image out of my head. I don't need to see that. Sasuke would.
Oh, come on.
I don't.
You knew you liked it.
No. There are certain
After
things.
she just straight up murdered a dude.
It's like when Elsa licks her lips. It's like
Very
yes, but no. It's yes, but no. If you catch my drift here.
She wants to do the polka with her knives.
All right.
Okay, yeah. I think that yeah, but with Armin, like the first thing that came into my mind was like, is Bertold? Does it's something to do with him? Like I don't know.
I don't know either. I think he's finally cracked. He's just like, I don't want to do all this. You know what? I don't know, because in order for him to transform into the Titan that he is, he's got to completely annihilate the whole jail cell, and I don't see him doing that.
See, that'd be great.
Just why Mikasa would be dead.
Well, no. What would be great is that since they have like tea in there and all that, they have echidna's tea and it's great, and like they're having a fun time down there. What if
Wait,
like
no, this is ReZero. What are you talking about?
No. Like they're like Armin and Mikasa and John and Connie and Nicola are all down there, and they're like, and like somebody's like, we come to break you out and save the world, and they're just like, you know what? Nah, we're just gonna stay in here.
It's probably safer there.
We're just gonna stay here. It was like, Mikasa, what about you? Nah.
Oh, Mikasa wants to save Eren.
Eren.
Does she at this point?
Yeah, at this point.
I mean, it's apparently it's imprinted on her.
Ah, true.
Well,
my senses say that Eren is in trouble. I must fly to him.
Well, John has to imprint himself on her now. And then we can figure we can see, that's what they're gonna do.
No, it's not gonna be a cuck thing. You can just stop that. You can stop that.
They're gonna
already.
cuck. It's gonna be at the end of the series. It's gonna be Mikasa's gonna be like, Eren, I did not come to save you. I came to save John. And they just make out right in front of Eren, and that's how Eren is defeated. Eren's like, no, I thought I hated you, but I actually liked you.
He's a full-on Titan, and he's about to fight a fucking war with blimps and everything, and then that's the thing that does him in.
He's a tsundere.
Yeah.
I can just imagine that. Baka!
Baka, it's not like I liked you or anything, Mikasa. Baka.
Oh my god.
That's something that I know this is our closer thing, so I won't go on this point too long. But I think John's character, he's not someone who gets a lot of focus or a lot of love. I think I said it before. I think people like John, Connie, Sasha need a lot of credit because they're not people with Titan blood, special powers like the Ackerman, or military command like a Irwin or a Hanji, yet they always are in positions to help out, and they do their best, and sometimes they give a lot of advice. What I liked about this episode with John was that when Armin and Mikasa talked about like how Eren snapped on them, he wanted to hear Eren's side of it. He wanted to know like what drove him to that point. He didn't say he agreed with him, obviously. He just wanted to know exactly what was going on. Connie on the other end does not care. He doesn't give a fuck. He does not like Eren at all. It's nothing Eren could say to put him in his camp. But I like that John is trying to be neutral, at least trying to see everything for what it is rather than being biased.
Yeah.
Mikasa cucking.
Well,
it's happening. The tables have been reversed. It's not Eren that's cucking Mikasa. It's Mikasa that's cucking Eren.
Well, I guess I should give my final thoughts on that note. I think I can safely say that Mappa did a fantastic job, and they proved all the naysayers wrong.
Yes.
Everybody that was worried that they would do a terrible job and that they wouldn't be nearly as good as the other studio, what I can't remember. But yeah, thank you. I knew it was something like really short. They did a really good job. And the fact that this was during a pandemic, fantastic. They really outdid themselves, and I applaud Mappa. They really put it all together and made a very unique experience of Attack on Titan that, even though it's similar and familiar, it's way different than all the other seasons that I've seen so far, and that's a good thing. Sometimes change is good, and I cannot wait for the final seat. They should have called it Season 4. If I'm being honest, and then this next one, it should have been just the final season, but I digress. I cannot wait to see for next year. It's gonna be fantastic. It's gonna be great. Going out with a bang. I love me some Attack on Titan.
All right. I guess we are killing it.
Yeah, why not? We're killing it like Zeke didn't die from the freaking thunder spear, but then Australian Titans saved him.
Well, before we end the show, gotta say, next week we're doing our award show for winter 2021, and then the week after that, we're going to be starting spring 2021 for KOA. We're going to be covering To Your Eternity, the new anime from a Silent Voice creator. It's going to be insane. Fruits Basket, the final season.
Not part 2.
Not part 2. I think it's just called Fruits Basket, the final, or something like that. And there is yet to be any other ones announced, but EA announce the other show that you picked.
I forgot what it was called. Hold on. No. Hold on, let me look it up. Hold on. Don't tell me. No, we're doing this live. Fuck it. Hold on.
Starts with a T.
No, don't tell me. Okay. The next show that we're going to be watching 2 weeks from now, starting in spring of 2021, is Tokyo Revengers.
Very nice.
Oh, really? It was that was it? I thought it was something else.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I had something else originally, but it was too lame, so I was like, I'm gonna do something cooler.
Yeah. We still have 2 more shows to announce. Of course, we'll announce them on the community tab, or by that point, we'll announce all of them next week on the show anyways. So tune in next week. Winter 2021 awards. It's always fun. Always. And also, let's talk about the last episode of Wonder Egg Priority. So don't miss it. EA, where can they find you?
You can find me at Everything Animated. You can, there's more than one, but, they're not cool or anything. So you just gotta find the one that is, which is me. I'm doing a weekly podcast on my channel every Sunday for My Hero Academia. So if there's any of My Hero Academia fans out there, please come on over and listen. Because
I know a lot of people on my channel really want me to talk about MHA. So Here's your chance, guys.
Yes. And see, that's a huge reason why I'm doing it. SeaTactics don't like it. Saskia Savage is indifferent about it. I'm just like, okay, well, then I'll just talk about it, and I'm gonna have my good buddy Rising Sun Reviews on there, so we're both gonna be tag teaming that and talking about My Hero Academia Season 5.
Yeah, check out Rising Sun Reviews as well.
Yeah, so we got I got some more. I got my channel's getting a little more active again. I haven't been active in a while, but now I'm getting back into the swing of things. I have a Twitch. I stream every Sunday, so you can come and join my community games. It's super fun. Killer Zeke 87 is the name of my channel, and I have a channel with me and my girlfriend. It's called All Elite Couple, where we do reactions to just about anything, from movie trailers to songs to stupid videos. And we talk about All Elite Wrestling because we are wrestling fans, hence the name All Elite Couple. So check us out on all those platforms right there.
Satsuki, where are they going to find you?
I am 1 week still into my I got 1 week left in my retirement. Well, I guess a couple of days. So I'm still going to act like there's nowhere you can find me, but yeah, I'm on C's channel. I will be here for the next podcast, so that's where you can find me at. But maybe next week I'll have a different I'm sorry, I read something my server. Maybe next week I'll have a different answer. So yeah, until then.
It's just some updates on my content. This week is going to be the big blowout of all the stuff I need to get done. So I'm gonna have a fruits basket video this week. Gonna have an AoT video this week, and KOA clips. Maybe something to replace that. Maybe a review of seasonal. Oh yeah, that's right. I need to get my winter or spring 2021 roundup. All the shows I'll be covering next season, or just watching and talking about potentially. After that, I will be taking a break next week. We're still going to do podcasts, so we're still going to do KOA. We're still going to do Fruits Basket. But for like regular content, we're going to be taking a break on this channel because I've been going at it pretty hard since December. So I think I need a little bit of a breather to get everything planned out for the next season. Some other things is that the Jujutsu Kaisen podcast will probably happen sometime in April. And as well, I guess
I'm doing that too.
Yeah, and as well, you guys in my comment section for so long have been telling me to give Dr. Stone a shot, and I'm feeling good. It's been a while since I watched it, so I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna watch Dr. Stone, and a video may come from it. It may not, but I hear you. I'm gonna give it another shot. I'm gonna check it out.
All right.
So yeah. See you all next week. Spring or winter 2021 awards. It's going to be super fun. Thanks for watching. Thanks for all the super chats. Thanks for all the comments, likes, all that. Much appreciated. We'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.
Jenny.